Moving on to our story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification button for the back of such tales. Once upon a time, on the slope of a high mountain there was a very beautiful, fruitful forest. The chirping of birds could be heard in the forest in the morning. The fruits of the fruit trees here, the fruit trees in the summer, until the summer, reach not only the permanent state of the forest, but also a part of the nearby village. Although there are many forests in the world, but the forest we are going to talk about works more than others. Friends, do you know the difference? The animals and birds living here were very kind to each other and shared the food they found with each other. The management of this forest was the envy of other forest researchers. Their friendliness continued until the settlement of a gray sparrow from the village. The worst trait of the gray sparrow was that it was a messenger, and he would talk more than he saw. For example, if the fox came to his house a little late, he would be angry, but tonight the fox did not spend the night in his house. Maybe he was caught while he was going to steal chickens in the neighboring village. This news spread in the forest at once. Rabbits, foxes, jackals, in short, all animals knew his word decoration, so they used him carefully. Friendly neighbors have been angry with each other recently because of the new sparrow. He had heard so much about the gray wolf, an old resident of the forest, that when the poor thing fell ill, no one went to check on him. Because of him, the hedgehog moved away from the neighborhood of the turtle for many years and made a home elsewhere. In a word, old, friendly neighbors were no longer seeing each other for days. One morning, the sparrow brought himself to the den of the newly arrived bear and said in a hurry, "Brother Bear, good morning." "Good morning, messenger. What's up again in the morning?" "He was very touched to hear about your health, Brother Bear. What will happen to the jackal? He gathers all the animals in the forest and gossips about you all day long. While the bear is asleep, what can you say about me, Bear Informer? I haven't done anything to the jackal." "Do you think he won't say anything? He talks about how much you sleep all day. He says this bear is very lazy, he wakes up later than everyone else, and he is also very greedy. He eats the best honey in the forest himself." The bear was very angry. He quickly reached the jackal's house. Jackal saw an angry bear at his door in the morning. "Brother Bear, why did you come so early in the morning? Tell me, Jackal, am I lazy or you?" The jackal's tongue snapped out of fear. "Brother Bear, what is this word? I will never say such a thing about you. We have a true greeting from the old days." At that time, the sparrow sat on the branch of the linden tree and listened to them. "Don't lie, I heard it myself." The jackal realized what the problem was, saw the fox nearby and whispered in the moon's ear that the jackal had said this about him. "Angry bear, I will teach him a lesson." A doe who passed by them became aware of the situation, wagging its tail in front of him and began to speak. "Brother Bear, you are the elder of the forest. Who can say anything about you? The gray sparrow chirps all day while we silence and create silence for you to sleep and rest. Let alone slander, he talks about you in such a way that you don't know." The bear was even more angry at the words of the fox. "Tell me what he is talking about? I need to know what this little soul is saying behind my back. He says that waking up early and walking around the whole forest, watching the moon and lazing about, sleeps until noon, unaware of the world." The bear shouted, "How? He dares to make fun of me. I will catch him and beat his head." So, as if he could talk to the sparrow, he flew to the tree. Since he did not have the courage to live in the forest, he made a home to live here. From that day on, he did not even wander around the edge of the forest.
As you know, he lived quietly in the village. In fact, all day long, he was reporting from cow, goat, sheep to sheep, from sheep to rooster, from rooster to drunken cat, from cat to fish. Animals living in a yard were already angry with each other because of this. The animals, fed up with the news of the sparrow, kicked him out of the village. From that day on, the desperate newsman Sparrow had to move to the city. He was left hanging from the windows of the houses in the city so that he might hear a word and strike between the neighbors. But people don't pay attention to the chirping of the sparrow to understand his language. On top of it, according to the news, the sparrow is very bored and talks to himself all day,